welcome to my channel. I'm Sherry, and today's video is going to be about how to develop your psychic abilities. So first off, I believe everyone's psychic to varying degrees, and I also think it's like a skill like anything else. So it's something that like some people are sort of born with a more natural psychic abilities, and some people it's not as pronounced, but it's something that if you're interested in, anyone can develop it. So I just wanted to throw that out there because a lot of people think of it as just like something that some people have and some people don't, and that's not true at all. Just like it's not true for like playing the piano or anything. So if you want to develop your psychic abilities, I definitely recommend, you know, don't be afraid to do it, and don't tell yourself that like you don't have any abilities, because everyone does. And if you want to develop them, you can. So my first suggestion, if you're just starting out, like trying to develop your psychic abilities, is to look online for like a local crystal store or like new age shop. Like almost all of them have like some kind of like classes or groups that meet quasi regularly. So I recommend doing that, one, because you can actually learn a lot from people that have been doing it for a long time, and also you can meet people that are also trying to develop their abilities, which can be really hard at first to find because it's not a real popular thing. A lot of people just don't even believe it, and even if they do, they don't think they can do it, or it's not an interest of theirs. So definitely I recommend going to those classes just to get your feet wet and to meet new people. If you don't have like a physical store, like if it's a really small town, then I recommend doing like online Facebook groups or something like that, where you can sort of virtually meet people and practice. The downside of that is sometimes you don't get feedback like from the people that you're reading, but it is still better than nothing. And just like you can physically meet people, you can meet people like virtually that are also trying to develop their psychic abilities. Okay? And I just want to throw this one thing out there. If anyone proposes to be like a psychic and offers any kind of class or something like that, and they say they need like an exorbitant amount of money to solve a problem, run away, because they're not real. Like make sure that you are not paying like ridiculous prices for these things, and they're not promising you something, because there are a lot of scammers out there. So I do want to throw that out there. I have seen a lot of psychics, and there have been a few that have just been outright scammers, and it happens, so it's important to just be wary of that. But this is if you actually want to develop your psychic skills. So you want to make sure you're learning from real, legit psychics that are not asking you for a lot of money to solve a problem, because that problem will never ever get solved if, you know, they can get money for it not being solved. So that being said, another way is to ask your inner circle or friends, family, anything like that. Like just ask them, do you want a reading? Because most likely they do. People love to be told things about themselves, and they love it when people try to figure them out. So like in my experience, like everyone is down. You know, you'll always meet that one person who just thinks it's freaky, but for the most part, it doesn't hurt to ask. So definitely do that. And the third thing is, when you do start to meet people who are interested in that, I recommend having like a circle of your own that sort of meets and then practices the skills on each other, because that can be really, really helpful. And it's low stakes. If you're just starting out, you don't have to worry about getting the wrong information or anything like that. So that was one of the ways that really helped me too, was just, you know, getting together regularly with like-minded people and practicing. I'm not going to go into how to practice so much because there's so many tools and techniques out there. I will say it helps when you're just getting started to have some kind of tool, whether it's tarot cards or tea leaves or something like that, because it's kind of like a crutch, you know, before you're able to just like read without any tools. But you can go online, Google like different techniques. I like the one card tarot technique. There's also tea leaves, for me, are really fun. That's where you have someone drink the tea and then they pour out the tea leaves and you see any images in there, but that really helps to just sort of get started and to have some kind of tool. Of course, there's many methods, but I just wanted to do this video on how to start out if you just don't know where to start, but you do want to enhance your psychic abilities. So I hope this video was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. Okay, see you next week.